Hi everyone, and welcome to this video tutorial. In this video, we are going to be completing Lab 14 Task 2, which is setting up our hosts to allow vMotion. So basically the idea here is to allow our VMs to be able to migrate from one host to the other while they're fully powered up. In order to do that, we have to have a kernel port on each one of our hosts that is going to be enabled for vMotion. So we're ready to get started. I'm already logged into vCenter. I'm going to, in my case, go into the host and clusters view. I'm going to pick host 1 and we'll configure this one. Now you're going to have to do both. I'm just going to set this one up on 1. You're going to have the idea and you can do the second one on your own. So I'm going to select the Manage tab and the Networking tab. We've done this more than once before. You should be getting kind of familiar with this by now. And what we're going to be doing is creating a new vSwitch that's going to have the kernel port to allow vMotion. So right now we have vSwitches 0, 1, 2, and 3. And I'm going to add in the fourth one. So I'll select on Add. It starts the Add Networking wizard. In this case, I'm going to be adding a vKernel network adapter, which is exactly what we want to do. I'll say go next. I'm going to create a new vSwitch rather than using an existing one, so I'll select that. Go next. And we need an uplink for sure because this is going to require communications to the outside world. I'll select another adapter. The only one you should have left in the list at this point in time is VMNIC4. If you don't have that, there's something not correct. You probably want to talk to me and we'll get that sorted out. So I'll say OK, and then go next. Need to provide a name for the vSwitch, so I'm going to call this vMotion. And the one thing we have to do here that we haven't done before is hit this checkbox that enables vMotion traffic. So that simply tells VMware within ESXi that it can use this network for vMotion. We'll go next. We're going to do static IP. So in our case, this is going to be 192.168.3.11 on ESXi 1, and subnet is going to be 2250.5.0, standard class C. And we'll go next. We're now ready to finish up the wizard. So we'll say finish that. We'll see the task is running at this point in time. Once that's finished up, we will have vSwitch 4 created, which will be our 5th vSwitch, and that will have an additional kernel port attached to it, which is going to allow vMotion. Okay, so this is finished up. I'm going to scroll down. Here's vSwitch 4. So I'll select that, and I'll scroll down here just a little bit so we can see this is called vMotion. We've got our IP address, and here's VMNIC4 as the uplink. Just as a summary from a VMKernel perspective, if I select VMKernel adapters, we'll now see that we have 4 of these: the management network, iSCSI, NFS, and then vMotion down on the bottom. And if I look at my physical adapters, we'll see that these have now all been configured. So VMNIC0 on vSwitch 1, VMNIC1 on vSwitch, on switch 0, VMNIC1 on switch 1, so that's our production network for VMs, VMNIC2 on vSwitch 2, that's for iSCSI, VMNIC3 on vSwitch 3 for NFS, and finally VMNIC4 on vSwitch 4, which is for vMotion. So that pretty much wraps up what we need to do for this task. Don't forget to go and configure exactly the same thing on ESXi 2, otherwise the two hosts will not be able to communicate with each other. For the video, that's a wrap. So hopefully this was helpful for you, and we'll see you next time.